Hello, we are Hot Topic Team 1, and our theme is Blurring the Lines. My name is Finn.
I'm Hannah.
I'm Taylor.
Nikki.
And I'm Rocky. So our theme of Blurring the Lines really encompasses the general attitude and trends of our target market, which is Generation Z, between the ages of 13 and 19. Some of the trends that we researched were gender fluidity, inclusivity, nonconformity, and freedom of expression. So teens are more likely to use gender neutral pronouns, and there's a push toward equality and gender fluidity, as well as teens are much more creative and independent entrepreneurs. And then as well, we see the trend of interconnected digital platforms. Lots of teens have Instagram, YouTube, and Snapchat, so those are the top three, and then they use them all daily. And another trend is integrating art into business, which kind of goes along with the freedom of creative expression and pushing the boundary of creativity. And then also we see the crossing of multiple music genres. So females listen to at least 5 music genres daily, and that was for the teen demographic. And they're more likely to hop around genres. And then we also see that genres have been blurring and artists have been collaborating across traditional genre lines.
Alright, so we want to help Hot Topics stay relevant to consumers between the ages of 13 and 19 years old by finding different outlets to best reach them. Teenagers are technologically driven, like Rocky was saying, and therefore we want to have multiple platforms to reach them, not just in stores, but online through e-commerce as well. Like we were saying, teenagers use technology daily from YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and a variety of other online platforms as well. And therefore we think going forward to doing another collab with an influencer would be a good way to help Hot Topics stay relevant to them. Collaborations with influencers generate a lot of revenue as well as draw attention to the store, and therefore we think that that'll help Hot Topic in the long run.
So this is our SWOT analysis for doing influencer collaborations. So some of the strengths is that when an influencer does a collab, it generates more sales because people are seeing them post on all these social media platforms and everything, and it just brings in more sales automatically. And it drives traffic, which means that influencers will be posting about it, and then more people will be going to the website to look at all the different products, and not only the collaborations but multiple other products. And we found out that customers are more likely to trust the voice of an influencer rather than a company, so they're more willing to buy something if the influencer says that they stand behind this product. They're more likely to buy it than just going on a website and purchasing something. For opportunities, it'll offer a wider range of selection of apparel, so even though Hot Topic has their brand of like grungy and emo, by incorporating influencers, they have their own twist to the brand, so it'll offer like a wider range of apparel. And it's exclusivity with the line of products, so it means that like only Hot Topic will be able to offer those products that they're offering. Some threats is that things could go bad with an influencer in decisions that they make in the future, which Hot Topic would have to come back from and make a statement saying that they either don't agree with what this influencer did or vice versa. And that collaborations with other companies could draw the attention away from Hot Topic. So if an influencer was to do different lines with multiple companies, that attention could be drawn to the different companies. And for weaknesses is that there's not, some influencers couldn't have like a loyal fan base, which means that like if they have fans that follow them but they aren't willing to buy their products, and that could be like a weakness. And they only sometimes reach a specific target market because they only have a certain follower base.
Alright, so introducing Neomza. So after considering all this information, we decided to do a collab with Neomza. Neomza is a 24-year-old singer-songwriter from Albania who we believe would fit with Hot Topic very well because she's an up-and-coming artist. She was discovered and signed by Mac Miller and has done a variety of work with Ariana Grande as well, while she has paved her own career in music. She expresses herself through music and through fashion with both masculine and feminine styles. And we think with her variety in styles and music genres, it'll be a good way for her to reach a variety of different people. We know she isn't as well known as some of the other people Hot Topic has done collabs with in the past, such as BTS and currently Billie Eilish. But we know that she is up and coming and she's becoming more and more popular because her fans have been posting about her, as well as her fan base has grown 4,000 in just the last 2 months. So going forward, we think she will have a lot to offer to Hot Topic.
So diving into the strengths of collabing with Nyanza, she is younger at 24, and she can really connect to the teen demographic. She wears both masculine and feminine styles, which appeals to the gender fluidity trend among teens. And her music appeals to the romance struggles of teen girls. Her song Sad For You kind of encompasses like self-love realizations and connects to like a young woman being in love. And then she also has the ability to reach a large audience because her music it doesn't really fit into one specific genre. It kind of fits into alternative pop, teen pop, as well as R&B. And she also paved her own path in music. She lived in multiple countries, played in a band, and that really connects to the creative entrepreneurial spirit of this generation of teens. And she also was the first to sign Mac Miller's label, Remember Music, and this really launched her career and got her in the spotlight. She's now listed on top successful Albanians overseas, and her future goals are to help women in need, the LGBTQ community, and people in poverty. She also has a general awareness of current music trends. She wrote the song Seven Rings, and she also collaborated with Ariana Grande on her album Thank You Next. And so those two songs were in the top 10 at one point recently. And then she also has the ability to connect just by collaborating with other artists.
So some of her weaknesses is that we mentioned before, she does have a smaller follower base on Instagram compared to these other top upcoming stars. They have a lot of followers, but she has 129,000 on Instagram, and she also has 4,657 monthly listeners on Spotify. And so it kind of shows that it's like a little bit lower than most people, but it is continuing to grow. Like we've said, we've seen her following base grow by thousands on Instagram already. And the hard thing is that she doesn't have a lot of concrete evidence between her and her connection to teens because she is so upcoming and new, so there's not that many articles about her. And it was hard to find some information about her, but now that she did do that co-write song with Ariana Grande was publicizing her more on her websites and everything, so her name was gotten out there, and she's done a lot more interviews since we even just started first looking at her, so she's continuing to grow.
9 minutes.
Okay, so then some opportunities was that Ariana Grande did say in an interview that she possibly will do a collab with Nyanza, which would be a huge benefit and bring a lot of people. She's upcoming, she's having a growing fan base, a wide audience, she has upcoming concerts, she just finished her vacation tour, and she'll have a wide product of assortments. Like we said before, she has feminine, masculine, cosplay, streetwear, we're gonna do makeup lines and dolls. These are just some examples of how she is continuing to grow. All these tweets from her fans are super excited to see her, talking about how they inspire her first big billboard. So these are all just proof that she is becoming more relevant. Some threats would be Billie Eilish, Melina Martez, Salvi World, and Kalini. And those are just other people that are kind of where she is, but a little bit more famous, so they
10
can
minutes.
threat her audience. And